saying something like that. But I know plenty of people who would not be okay saying something like that, and it would be too hard for them. So I wanted to think of something that works for people all across the board, whether if you're confrontational, if you're not, just something that works for everyone that you can do very easily, and it can make a difference even if you don't want to have to say something or go out and try to talk and speak up if you're not comfortable with that. So yes, just using stuff that I've seen work for me, and then tweaking it to how it can work for everybody else. Yeah, that's how I typically deal with it.
Oh, listen, yeah, it's really amazing to me that you did find out. It shows how mature you are, that you were able to see that there are people out there that no matter what anyone does to them, they are not going to defend themselves, or they're not going to speak against it. It took me a while to learn that. I'll
Yeah.
tell you. So it's really good that you know that at such a young age. I never, I thought everyone spoke up for themselves, or
Yeah.
because that's the way it was where I was, where I
Mhm.
lived, where I grew up. Everyone's, but there is a set group of people that will not defend themselves, and that's great. So for those people, what's your opinion on how people like that can get courage to finally speak up, or get the confidence to speak up? Is that possible? Can a person who will never speak up become a person that people say, "Wow, I'm glad that you're speaking up for yourself. It's good to see that." Is that possible?
Yes,
And
I
how does
definitely
someone
think that's
come
possible.
around?
Yeah, I definitely think that is
Okay.
possible. I think it comes from a lot of building them up and encouraging them and giving them a support system and letting them know that they can do it. I think a lot of it comes from, yeah, just giving them unconditional support to continue to do it. I know it will not be easy for most people that are like that. But yes, just having a support system, encouraging them, letting them know that they can do it, I think will help a lot. Just building them up constantly to do something like that. But yes, I very much think it is possible, as hard as it might be. And then I think after doing something like that, that'll just continue to build them up and build up their courage, because every little thing you do like that will continue to build up their courage. And so, yes, I very much think that it is possible to do that.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, that's good to hear. So tell us about you. So what kind of student are you? What kind of clubs are you in? At the age of 13, what grade are you in? Is it seventh grade? Is it eighth grade? What grade are you in at 13? I kind of forgot those things as an adult.
Oh no, yeah, it's totally fine. So I'm going into eighth grade, but I'm a total math nerd. So I'm doing like ninth and 10th grade math at the moment, which I love math. I'm a 4.0 student, so I really love school. So, but yes, I'm going into eighth grade. I am an athlete. I play competitive soccer. So, and I also like to coach soccer as well on the side. It's something I really love to do. Help out on camps or help out with different things or doing side lessons. I really love to do that. I like to cook, mostly because I really like food, but that's just on the side. I'm not very good at cooking. I leave cooking to my parents and my older sister. They're way better at it. But yes, I just really love food and trying different types of food and stuff. And in my free time, most of the time, I like to spend with my family, because I am very, very close to my family. We'll go to the beach, play different like games like Smash Ball, and this really cool game that my sister Catherine actually told us about called Can Jam, where it's like you have to throw a frisbee into like a can. And so yeah, we just love
Ah,
spending
okay.
time together. Yeah. And then there's
That's
another thing
awesome.
I really like to do in my free time is Call of Duty Mobile. Don't know if you heard of it, but it's so fun. I play it with my dad and then Catherine, and so I love that. It's probably what I do in my free time if I'm not playing soccer.
Mobile, that's on the cell phone, right? If it's mobile
Yeah,
or
yeah, mobile,
okay. Yeah, okay,
but it's
wow.
pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's so you're a gamer too. Okay. A lot of You wear a lot of hats. That's good. So, so what college do you see yourself going in the future?
Well, I really would love to go to an Ivy League. I would like to stay in California because I like to be with my family, to hopefully go to a place like Stanford or a place like Harvard or Yale. And then from there, I would like to be some sort of lawyer and or advocate, continuing to be able to continue to stand up for people and make sure people are protected and are in the right and that they are cared for. So yeah, some sort of Ivy League so I can go on and do bigger things. that'll prepare me to do bigger things.
Maybe like a lawyer. I think
Yeah.
a person like you would be great as a lawyer. Uh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's amazing. Let's see. So you grew up in California. Were you born in California as well?
Yes,
All
I was
your
born
life,
in California.
California's
And yeah,
beautiful. I used to live.
I've lived in California ever since I was, I've been in California my whole life. I really like it here. It's nice.
Yeah, I love California. I used to live in Vegas. We used to shoot out to California a lot when I lived in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. I think I just like it
Um,
because how close to the beach I am, and being able to go to the beach is really, really nice.
how far are you from the beach?
From like probably like 10 minutes.
Oh wow, that is very
Yeah, so we
close.
go
That's
on trips lodged at night or during the day if we want to do a long one. So yeah, it's really
right.
nice being able that close because yeah, we really love
Yeah,
the beach.
yeah, it's awesome. Let's see. So okay, here's a question I was saving to the end, but I can't think of any questions. So you mentioned in your video that you're not older enough to vote. If you were old enough to vote in the next primary election, who would you vote for?
I
Or
would
if you want
vote.
to keep that private, that's fine. But
I would say I being I am in politics. I would say even though I'm 13, I'm probably more in the middle. There's definitely some things I agree with the Republicans, and there's definitely some things I agree with the Democrats. And so I would probably right now vote for Joe Biden, not because I completely agree with everything that he does, but Donald Trump. I think is it's like the lesser of two evils in a way. I think Donald Trump is not helping our country in the way it should be and taking us into more of a positive direction. But I think I'd probably vote for Joe Biden just because Trump is not for equality and doesn't treat people equally, which I don't stand for. And so I probably would say Joe Biden, not because I am completely in support of him. And there are some things that Trump does that I do agree with, but mostly I would vote for Biden just because I agree more with more things that he does than I agree with what Trump does. So if I could, probably
interesting,
Joe Biden.
interesting. So what's next for you to on this advocacy road or journey that you're on to get more exposure for yourself and for your cause? Do you have a plan?
Hopefully just continue to build up my platform, keep posting more videos if I can, continue to grow my account. Hopefully I can get to a point where I can give speeches because I also love to give speeches in school. I did stuff like speech meet, so hopefully be able to do things like Greta and Malala where they go around and give speeches so I can speak to a larger group and to be able to continue to share the message and probably be able to do things like that, going around the world and speaking and trying to build up enough money to be able to contribute to different fundraisers or things like that. So just continue to build my account as much as I can to reach more people and be able to help as many people as I can. So just hopefully just grow from here and continue to get bigger so I can reach and help as many people as I can.
Yeah, that's the same thing we want to do. Definitely, same thing we want to do. So that's good. And anything that I did not mention that you definitely want your viewers and our viewers to know?
I worked on this previously when I was thinking about it. Just a little acronym that I came up with how we can better address bullying, and it's C, like the ocean C, so not like the letter C, but an acronym with C being S as support, E being educate, and A being advocate. I think this is how we can most effectively deal with bullying. With S and support, just making sure we're there for the people that are bullied, letting them know that they're not alone, that we've all experienced it, and that there's people that care about them, and there's people that will stand up for them, and if they reach out for help, that will be there for them. And then with E being educate, making sure we educate teachers, we educate parents, we educate kids on the difference between relational bullying, which is things like gossiping, which is things like name calling, which is things like rumors, which are things like exclusion, versus things like physical bullying, so they can identify the different things. Because with relational bullying, it's much harder to identify, because believe it or not, most of the time it's the popular kid or the one that's, oh, that's the nice one. So the teachers don't really know or don't believe it because they're not dumb. They're not going to do it in front of the teacher. And so just teaching them how to identify it better. And then same thing with parents, how to identify it, because most of the time kids don't want to tell their parents about it because they feel embarrassed or ashamed of it. So teaching parents how to identify and ask their kids and help them out with it. And then different things, and also with coaches as well, because bullying happens on teams as well. Even if it's their star player, being able to let them know and how to identify it and better address it, and not just, oh no, he's the nice one. Oh, there's no way Johnny could have done that. There's no way Sarah could have done that. That teaching them that it's not always going to be right in front of your face, and it's a lot harder to see. Maybe physical bullying, yeah, you'll be able to identify it better, but relational bullying can hurt just as much, if not more. And then the A for advocate, being able to stand up and encourage others to stand up for bullies, and also encouraging others and teaching others how to stand up and what to do. And okay, I went to the person, it's not working. Okay, I went to the teacher, now I'm going to go higher, I'm going to go to the principal. Now I'm going to go to the school board. Now I'm going to get the media involved so you can get your problem solved with, and just trying your best to show others how you can better stand up for yourself, and different ways to do it, with confrontation, not confrontation. If you don't feel like saying something, maybe just doing your best to get the person that's getting bullied out of there, or change the topic. Or maybe if you're someone like that, just stepping in and telling them to stop and that it's not okay. Doing things like that and teaching people how to advocate and how to better prevent bullying that's what I would say. But yeah, I just came up with the acronym C of how we can better deal with bullying.
Awesome, awesome. So what do you think is the best way for a kid to your age to deal with bullying when it turns from name calling to actually physical? It's starting to get physical. What do you think is the best thing for a kid your age to do?
When it gets to the point of being physical, I think it's very important to get help, whether if that's from your teachers or letting your parents know and then letting your teacher know, immediately telling your teacher, of course. And then, like I said, if that doesn't work, then again, going to the principal. And then if that doesn't work, going to the superintendent. If that doesn't work, going to the school board. Then again, getting the media involved. I think it's very important to let somebody know and get help. And again, making sure that problem gets solved, because a lot of the times you'll go to the teacher and they'll let them know and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll fix it, and then they never get to it, or they never do, and then it goes again and it just gets worse rather than getting any better. So get that problem solved and keep going to the next thing. Email this person and CC the school board if it doesn't get solved. So I think when it gets to that point, the best way to deal with it is probably just to get help and do your best to continue until the problem stops.
Awesome, awesome. So, man, I think you covered everything. Keep making those great videos. I think they're amazing. Keep putting those out. I think it's good when, people can hear from me all day long, and people my age that, what to do. But I think when they see a combination of people like me and then people like you, tag teaming, I think that really helps, because people say, oh, this girl's doing it and she's my age, or so I know that I can do it. So I think that's good.
Yes.
I think that's really
you're
good.
You're a huge inspiration as well, saying how big your platform's gotten and how much you influence people. So yes, I hope one day get to the amount of following that you have and be able to get to where you are in that way. But yes, you're very much an inspiration. With everything you've done is really, really cool. So yes, I hope to be able to do it like you do and reach people like that. So yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, we really appreciate that. Sometimes I feel like what I'm doing is really going to the wayside. Thank you for smashing that heart, everyone. Everyone smashed that heart one time. Then people like you tell me or DM me those kind words. It keeps me going. So thank you so much. Yeah, everyone, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this recorded, please follow the Voice of the Bullied. Follow me on the Voice of the Bullied on Twitter and Instagram. Are you on Facebook as well, Mia?
Not yet, but I may get a Facebook. I've never really seen Facebook because it's always like Facebook is for old people. But yes, I'll definitely
Okay.
get a Facebook.
Are you on any other platform then, like Discord, or because I know you're a gamer, or what else is out there? Twitch, anything else that you're on?
No, I just recently started with Instagram and Twitter as the main platforms. But yes, I'll hopefully be able to get some sort of website, and maybe I'll get Facebook, even though I'm young. I'll get Facebook.
Right, right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I know that we were trying to set this up for a while, and we got a little confused on certain things. I want to apologize on that personally, that we got a little mixed up, but I'm glad that we finally got to connect. Again, Mia is on Twitter and Instagram at The Voice of the Bully. Follow her, like her. She's doing amazing things. Keep making those great videos, Mia. I want to thank Mia again for being a guest host on my show. And I want to remind you guys that she's absolutely right. You know, with the things that she's saying, and I'm glad that you called number 45 to task, and I hope that your video goes viral. So let's go on Mia's page, find that video, and share it with Mr. 45 so that he can see that the youth is not cool with what he's doing. That's for sure. Thank you for everyone that's joining us. So I want to remind you guys that live feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com, and brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Get your Be Kind t-shirt at thebullyexposed.com. That's going to do it for us. I want to remind you guys that anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another and have a great day. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too.